Hello boys and girls, welcome to the Math Club. In this video, we're going to talk about bearings. Question 2. Work out the missing angles. Give reasons for your answers. Now for a question like this, you have to say what is the missing angle and what's the reason. Let's take a look at A. In question A, we have 37, the angle inside or the interior angle. The question needs this angle, A. How can we find this angle? By using the rule of angles around a point. Angles around a point are equal to 360. So how do we find A? By subtracting 37 out of 360. So 360 minus 37 equals A. Now, to find this, we're going to use the calculator. Let's go use the calculator and then come back. 360 minus 37. The answer will be 323. Now, let's go back. So the answer is 323, which is angle A. Very good. So how did we find this? By using the rule of angles around a point. Angles around a point equal 360 or add up to 360. So when we subtract 37 from 360, we will get 323. Now let's move on to question B. In question B here, we have two parallel lines, as you can see. These two parallel lines, they have angles around the points of the bisector of these parallel lines. Now, we have 98 here, and the question wants angle B. Now, to find angle B, we're going to use the rule of corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal. What is the meaning of corresponding angles? Some say they are angles that form the letter F together. And other people say that they are the same angle when you move it. For example, this angle here, let me use a different color, yes. The angle 98 here, like this. Let me use this, okay. The angle 98 here, if I take it and move it to another place, I'll have the same angle B. These are corresponding angles, as you can see. So we can say they are corresponding angles. So when you move them, they are the same. So B here is 98. And the reason is what? Very good, corresponding angles. Because both angles here, this and this one, are corresponding angles. So this is the reason for angle B. Now let's move on to question C. In question C, we are missing C and D. And we have 110 here. Now, the first thing that we can do is finding the angle on a straight line, or the two angles on a straight line. The rule of angles on a straight line, they equal 180. So to find D, we're going to say that D equals 180 minus 110. So it's going to be like this. Let's put it here. 180 minus 110. This is angle D. And the answer will be, very good, 70. So angle D is 70. And the reason is that angle D and the angle 110 are on a straight line. And angles on a straight line add up to 180. So when we subtract it, we will get 70. Very good. Now, after this, after finding angle D, we can find angle C using the rule of what? Very good. Here we have two parallel lines. Two parallel lines, and we have one angle on this side and another angle on this side. So, because D is 70 here, we can say that C is 70. Why? The reason is that C and D are alternate angles. Alternate angles. Alternate angles are angles that form the letters Z together. This one and this one. So the rule says that alternate angles are equal. So we studied that corresponding angles are equal here. And here we have alternate angles. So C equals 70 and D equals 70. And the reason is we found D by finding the angles on a straight line, which add up to 180. And then we found C by saying that both angles are alternate, so they are equal. And this way we studied angles around a point, corresponding angles, and alternate angles. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.